All right, what is up, group? It is the end of day 3 and some time for some self reflection. This was a really nice day compared to the last two. Obviously, I'm still going strong, but today I felt like myself again. I was just gonna do what I've been doing the past couple days, which is just kind of sit by myself and watch videos on quitting smoking and just kind of let these first 72 hours, kick themselves. But I ended up going over to my buddy's place, and he's an ex-smoker. His wife is an ex-smoker, and so they've been wanting me to quit for so long, and it was nice to hang out with them, and I got to laugh and be myself and feel like I am really headed in the right direction. As far as how I feel inside, I just am so ready to be quit. I just I guess maybe I get cravings. They're like so small though. I guess the only thing I could call cravings are those small times when, like I mentioned before in a video like this one, I was sitting down to do this, and for a split second I was like, okay, I need to go outside, have a cigarette, and then I'll come back in, and then I was like, oh no. And there, I guess on day 1 and 2, when that happens, that like moment of panic is like, it affects you deeply. You're like super panic. And yeah, so the times I've had those today, which are very few and far between, have been hardly any panic. It's just like, oh, okay. Okay, moving on. I would say one of the worst parts of the day was when I was headed out to my buddy's place. I actually ran into a couple of other friends who have just recently quit smoking, which was good. That's not the bad part. But I was talking with them, and another one of our neighbors was sitting out at, like, we have like these tables with chairs out like in the middle of the apartment complex, and he was out smoking, and I was like trying to talk with them, and suddenly I could smell the smoke. And again, that doesn't really bother me. Like, I'm totally cool with like seeing someone smoke or even being around a smoker. The problem is, I while the past couple days haven't been that bad, they have not been real days. I have had to invest my entire days into getting through the withdrawal and like being myself. I'm just now becoming myself again, and I just don't want any smoke in me whatsoever. Even if you're the one smoking, I just don't want the slightest bit of nicotine in my system to prolong this withdrawal anymore. And I know that's probably stupid. Like, having a little secondhand smoke in the air probably won't register enough nicotine to like bring the addiction back, but I don't know, maybe. And I don't ever want to go through this quit again. I just don't want to. I've done it so many times, and I did it, and I made it 3 years. I should be done. I am smarter than this. I understand addiction better than this. Like, I should never be in this spot again. Never, ever, ever. Like, the thought of never having a cigarette ever again brings no panic to me. I don't want it. I don't want a cigarette ever again. Keep them away from me. Please, no. I don't want this feeling ever again. The feeling associated with having to quit a drug, like withdrawal. That is what the cigarette is. I don't want it anymore. Never, ever, 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 ever again. Oh, I don't know if you guys can tell just by how much more animated I am, but like, I'm coming back to my senses. I'm becoming me again. I feel like the nicotine is probably like out of my system. I don't know how long that takes. Some people say it takes 3 days. Some people say 3 weeks. But there is definitely a significant change in me today. Um, I mean, if you saw the video before, I knew when I woke up that this day was going to be different. I just was like, oh, this feels so much better. I just woke up feeling like myself. That irritability that's already on the outs, like I might be slightly more irritable than I would be on an average day as just an irritable person, I guess, but nothing like that weird stuff I was dealing with yesterday where I was just so irritable. Um, I feel awesome. I feel like myself. And I'm ready just to keep tackling these days. I just want to get more under my belt so that um, I guess the only fear I have is like, can I trust myself? Will I be put into a situation that is going to test it and where I might give up on this? And I don't foresee it, not this time, but you know, that nicotine monster is a tricky son of a bitch, and so we gotta respect the addiction and know that it can at any time. But I can't wait to be talking to you 10 months from now in like that 10-month update. Hey, sorry, I forgot to post some videos. Yeah, I'm doing freaking great, like all that. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope those of you that are maybe considering quitting with me or are actually quitting with me now are doing well. And if you're in day 1 or 2, know it's gonna get better. And if you're days beyond me, know I'm finally catching on that it's gonna be all right. I guess when I first made that first video series, I got a lot of people that would reach out to me asking me how I was doing with quitting smoking. And for a long time, I was doing really well. And they would ask for input, tell me how they were doing. And one of the key things I would tell people always is no matter what method of quitting you're using, whether you're doing like the easy way or it's just willpower or whatever, just know that the longer you can put between your last dose of nicotine and the day you're on, the longer that distance is, just the better, no matter what. No matter what it is. I am in the realm of feeling like I'm not being deprived by not having cigarettes. And I truly believe that. I honestly, I don't know. I guess last time I quit for a long time, maybe I understood that. But in the times I've tried to quit recently and haven't made it very far, I feel like I'd think that was a load of bullshit, that I was um, missing out on something. And I don't feel that way now at all. Not a single bit of me feels like I'm missing out by not having cigarettes. Um, but yeah, it doesn't matter what school of thinking you're in. The longer you are without nicotine, the better. The better you're gonna feel. The more like you're gonna feel. The more in control you're gonna feel. But I guess that's where, if you've read The Easy Way, it becomes important to squash the monster in your mind as well. Because the further away from the addiction we get, the further away, the more dead the monster is, the nicotine monster that just wants nicotine. But if the monster in our head places any importance on cigarettes, you could do what I did, which is relapse at 3 years. Man, what a mistake to do that, to have to go through this again, to feel like I did in the past 2 days is a direct result of cigarettes. That's all it is. That's what they cause. They cause the desire for more nicotine so badly that when you starve yourself of nicotine, you just don't feel like yourself. You don't feel good. You don't feel right. Even on this time around, I've been having a good quit, and still, you just don't feel like yourself. That's what cigarettes do to you. They make you not feel like yourself. so that all you do is go after the nicotine to try to make yourself feel good, feel right, feel like yourself. Aha. So yeah, sorry I've taken so much of your time. This was a good day. I'm stoked for tomorrow. I don't have much going on tomorrow. Probably still just gonna watch videos and stuff and take it pretty easy. Gonna go play poker tomorrow night. Dreading a little bit work on Saturday, but I'd be dreading that anyway because I just don't like waiting tables. It's not that fun. Yeah. All right, crew. I'm gonna let you go. I hope you had a splendid day. I am so excited and happy to feel the way that I feel right now. I am going to relax, have a beer, watch a little bit of television, then I'm going to get going to bed so we can get day 4 started. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace out, homies.